Right before the college entrance exam, I bumped into a homeless guy. His eyes were red and puffy. His voice was shaking. "I'm you from 20 years in the future." I rolled my eyes. Crazy bastard me from 20 years later? Bullshit. Just hear me out. He grabbed my sleeve hard. "In the college entrance exam 7 days from now, you'll get caught red-handed helping Liubo cheat. Your scores will be invalidated." "Liubo." "That's my bro I grew up with since we were kids. Liubo will pretend to faint during the comprehensive science exam and ask you to slip him the answers. The invigilator will catch both of you right on the spot. This thing will ruin your entire life." Nuts, Liubo's grades are bad, but he'd never pull a stunt like asking me to cheat for him. Plus, I'm not stupid enough to gamble my own future like that. The homeless guy saw I didn't buy it and pulled a crumpled exam admission ticket from his shirt. The even creepier thing was, there was an ink stain on the bottom right corner of the ticket, which I accidentally spilled there yesterday. I froze on the spot. His figure started to turn translucent. "I don't have much time left. Remember, don't trust Liubo. He's already been paid off." "Paid off by who?" "Why? Because your college entrance exam score will break the top scorer record. There are people who don't want that to happen. Also, buy a lottery ticket after the exam. The numbers are..." "What are they?" "They are..." Before he could finish his sentence, he vanished entirely. All that was left was the admission ticket in my hand, proving what just happened wasn't a hallucination. My phone rang. "Chumuyun, where are you?" "Come out for kebabs." For this kind of hangout before, I would have texted back on my way instantly, but now, I still need to review. There was a pause on the other end of the line. "Why have you been turning me down so much lately? Are you hiding something from me?" "No, I just want to focus on preparing for the exam." "All right then, good luck on the exam." I hung up the phone. My heart was pounding like crazy. Liubo's tone sounded totally normal. But why would future me travel all this way just to warn me? "Xiaoyun, you're back. How was your review today?" "It was okay." "Son, your mom and I aren't going to pressure you. Just do your best, that's enough." Looking at the expression on their faces, one that was half hopeful, half scared of stressing me out, I felt a sudden twinge in my chest. If I really got disqualified for cheating, how devastated would they be? I sat at my desk, my physics paper spread open in front of me, but I couldn't take in a single word. My phone vibrated again. It was our homeroom teacher, Mr. Ren. "Chumuyun, come to my office tomorrow. I've got good news for you." "What good news?" "It's a secret. You'll find out tomorrow." I hung up the phone. I felt even more anxious. At such a critical time, what good news could there possibly be? "Chumuyun, come in, take a seat." Mr. Ren pushed his glasses up his nose. "Based on your comprehensive grades over the past 3 years, the school has decided to recommend you for the early admission interview for Huaqing University. I had definitely dreamed of going to Huaqing University, but I never expected this chance to come so out of the blue. But there's one hard requirement. You have to score at least 680 on the college entrance exam." "Thank you, Mr. Ren. I'll give it my all." "Congrats, top student." "Early admission to Huaqing, huh?" "How did you know about that?" "Pfft, only 3 people from the whole grade got recommended. It's not like it's a secret. Must be super stressful though, right?" "What if you flunk the exam?" "I won't." "Chumuyun, we've been bros for so many years. If you run into any trouble, you have to tell me, okay?" I nodded, but my mind was stuck on something else. Who the hell is trying to mess with me? We had a practice exam that afternoon. I deliberately picked the seat farthest away from Liubo. Halfway through the exam, Liubo suddenly raised his hand. "Teacher, my stomach hurts." "Hold it in, there's only 10 minutes left." Ugh. I can't hold it anymore. I probably ate something bad at lunch. When he stood up, He deliberately knocked against my desk. A slip of paper fell to the floor. I watched coldly, not moving an inch. Liubo was obviously stunned for a moment, bent down to pick up the note, and walked out of the classroom quickly. He stopped me in the hallway after the exam. That note just now. What note? He let out a dry laugh. Nothing. Oh, right. Yang Xian and the others invited us to KTV tonight. It's our last get-together. Yang Xian is the art rep of our class, and also the girl I've had a crush on for 2 years. You guys go ahead. I'm not going. Chumuyan, you've been really weird lately. You used to be the most excited about this kind of party, right? Besides, Yang Xian specifically asked me to bring you along. My heart skipped a beat for a second. But I still didn't say yes. I stayed in the classroom alone doing practice questions at night. My phone lit up. Yang Xian sent me a message. Are you really not coming? Some things might never get a chance to be said after today. I stared at the screen for ages, wondering what she was talking about. I was hesitating about how to reply. All the lights in the classroom went out with a snap. A figure walked out from the darkness. You did a good job. You dodged all of Liubo's tests. But this isn't over yet. What the hell is going on here? Why is Liubo targeting me? It's not his own idea to target you. He's being used as a pawn. Liubo's dad borrowed money from loan sharks. They offered a deal. If Liubo can mess up your college entrance exam, all the debt will be wiped out. What? The loan shark's son is also taking the college entrance exam this year. You've always scored higher than him on every exam. As long as you're out of the picture, the top scorer spot will be his son's. Then what should I do? Stay alert. Don't give him any chance to take advantage of you. I don't have much time. Let me tell you a few more things. On the day of the college entrance exam, besides Liubo, there's another person you need to watch out for. Who? Chen Bo, the invigilator in your exam room. He took bribes. He'll deliberately create opportunities for Liubo then. During Li Kong's exam, Liubo won't be faking it. He'll actually faint. They tampered with his breakfast. Huh. That's so cruel. When the money's good enough, people will do all kinds of immoral stuff. I was too soft-hearted back then. I panicked when I saw him fall. That's how I fell into their trap. One last thing. Yang Xian really has something to tell you when she invited you tonight. If you don't go this time, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. She's going abroad. Tonight is the night she planned to confess to you. It took me 17 years to figure this out. Then he disappeared again. I looked down at the time on my phone. My heart started pounding like crazy. Yang Xian is going to confess to me. You only get one youth. Some regrets can never be fixed. Didn't you go to the KTV already? I was waiting for you. Because I'm flying to the US tomorrow. My dad's job transfer is finalized. The whole family is moving with him. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I was afraid it would distract you from your studies. Chumuyun, I like you. I've liked you since freshman year of high school. Every time I watched you play basketball on the court, and watched you focus on doing practice questions, I always thought how handsome you are. Yang Xian. I've liked you for a long time too. I'm sorry for telling you this at this time. I'm just messing you up. No, thank you for telling me. After I finish the exams, I'll see you off at the airport. No need, I'm afraid I won't be able to bring myself to leave then. Do well on the exams, get into Tsinghua University. In the future, I'll go to the US to find you. Okay, I'll wait for you. After I got home, there was a message from Liubo on my phone. Dude, where are you? The KTV party is already over. I'll talk to you tomorrow. There's something I have to tell you face to face. I didn't reply. From today onwards, the word brother, forget it. Chumuyun. Let's find a place to talk. There's nothing to talk about. It's about the college entrance exam. I might do something that hurts you. What is it? My dad owes money. The people over there said, as long as you flunk the college entrance exam, the debt will be cleared. So what are you gonna do? I don't know. Chu Mu-yun, I really don't want to screw you over, but it's my dad we're talking about. How much does your dad owe? 300,000 yuan. Liubo, have you ever thought about if my score gets canceled for cheating? My whole life is ruined. I treated you as my brother, and you're gonna ruin my future. Starting today, we're done for good. Chu Mu-yun, I heard you've been under a lot of pressure lately. Take it easy and adjust your mindset. You can talk to me if you run into any difficulties. Teacher Ren, have the college entrance exam invigilators been confirmed? Mostly confirmed. Why do you ask? Nothing, just asking casually. I heard teacher Chen Bo is invigilating exam room 12 this time. The one Li Zong is taking, right? I actually hope he invigilates my exam. He teaches really well in normal classes. Exam room 12 is exactly the one I'm assigned to. Looks like everything the future me from 20 years later said is true. Seems like teacher Chen Bo is also here for me. Chu Mu-yun, only a few days left. Come to me if you have any questions about physics. Stay calm for the college entrance exam. I have high hopes for you. Cut the fucking crap. I've fully figured out their scheme. After the comprehensive science exam starts, Liubo will faint on the spot. Chen Bo will take advantage of the chaos to give Liubo an excuse to get close to me, then frame me for cheating. That's a pretty solid plan, I'll give them that. But what they don't know is, I already know all their moves in advance. Xiaoyun, you're still studying. Don't stay up too late. You need to get enough sleep. Mom, hypothetically, if during the college entrance exam, something goes wrong, what do I do? What kind of wrong? Like being framed for cheating? Silly kid, what are you even thinking about? I know exactly what kind of person you are. Mom knows you best. Even if the whole world doesn't believe you, I will. I nodded. My parents' expectations are something I can never let down. The next day, the school held the final mock exam. I specially checked the seating arrangement. Sure enough, Liubo sat right behind me. Coincidence. I don't buy it. Before the exam started, Liubo glanced back at me. There were so many mixed emotions in his eyes. I couldn't put a name to them. Halfway through the exam, Liubo suddenly raised his hand. Teacher, I need to change my pen. He deliberately dropped his pen on the floor. It rolled right to my feet. I didn't even glance at it. I kicked the pen far away with one foot. Liubo's face changed. He bent down to pick up the pen and hurried back to his seat. He came up to me again after the exam. Chu Mu-yun, I really get lost. He swallowed the rest of his words immediately. The school gave us study leave before the college entrance exam. The dining table at home was loaded like it was New Year's Eve dinner, fully packed with dishes. My parents sat across from me watching me. I held the chopsticks in my hand for ages without moving. I'll drive you there tomorrow, son. No need, I can go there myself. No way, this is such an important day. I have to come with you. I knew I couldn't talk them out of it, so I nodded in agreement. At 9 p.m., I got in bed. I tossed and turned, closed my eyes, then opened them again. I just couldn't fall asleep no matter what. My phone screen lit up. Chu Mu-yun, good luck on the college entrance exam tomorrow. I typed a few words and texted back. Wait for me, I'll come find you. Then I put my phone face down on the pillow and closed my eyes. For myself, for my parents, for young Siksu. The battle tomorrow, I have to win it fair and square. You've changed a lot. You've changed too. The past has been rewritten, so the future will change accordingly. But for tomorrow's exam, you still need to stay on high alert. I know. No. You don't. His tone dropped low. They have another trick up their sleeve. What do you mean by take action? Getting Liubo to faint. That's just the first step. The real trap is coming later. Chen Bo will sneak a phone into your desk drawer when everyone panics. A phone. Li Zong's answers are pre-saved in it. Answers. Pretty ruthless, right? Even if you ignore Liubo, they can still frame you for this anyway. Then what should I do? Easy. First thing when you enter the exam room, check your entire desk from top to bottom. Go over every inch inside and out. If you find anything off, raise your hand and report immediately. Anything else? There's this too. He handed over a sealed document bag. It's info on the mastermind behind all this. After the college entrance exam ends, take it to the police station. How did you get all these materials? 17 years is enough for me to dig up every dirty secret there is. All right, the last big question for the science comprehensive exam. Pick C, trust me. He vanished right after saying that. 6 a.m. in the morning. As soon as the alarm went off, I got up. Mom already set breakfast on the table. I sat down, chewed each bite very carefully. Nothing can go wrong with this breakfast today. Dad drove me to the entrance of the exam site. I spotted Liubo in the crowd at first glance. He saw me and shifted his feet a little, like he wanted to come over and talk to me, but he stayed rooted to the spot in the end. The exam room doors opened at 8 o'clock sharp. I took a deep breath and walked in, after I found my seat number. I didn't sit down right away, bent down to check the desk drawer, desk legs under the chair, and the drawer interlayer, going through every corner one by one. Hey, that student over there? What are you doing? I'm checking my desk to see if there's anything that shouldn't be here. It's good to be cautious. Teacher, there's a phone in my desk drawer interlayer. It's stuffed right in the crack. It's not mine. Maybe the last test taker left it here. What's going on here? Why is this phone full of exam answers? Quiet, everyone. This is a very serious matter. I need to report this to the exam affairs team immediately. Report test seat row 4, number 3. One mobile phone found under the desk. Copy that. Pull up the surveillance footage. Looks like the surveillance system is broken. You move to the main exam hall. All right, this exam room is suspended now. All examinees move to the backup exam room. New invigilators, new seats. Liubo was assigned to the other end of the classroom. That whole mess was way far away from me. I glanced at him from a distance. He had his head down, not even daring to lift his eyelids. The Chinese exam paper was handed out. The essay topic was just 2 words, choice. Life is just a stack of choices made one after another. Some choices don't look important at first, but they can divert your whole life path to a totally different direction. Heard something happened in your exam room. Just a small hiccup. Didn't affect the exam at all. I didn't go into details. Didn't want them to worry about me. Math exam in the afternoon. Everything went normal. Chu Muyun, I heard about what happened this morning. It didn't affect you, right? No, Teacher Ren. That night, TV News was reporting the daytime incident of the failed exam cheating attempt. My phone lit up once. Liubo sent me 2 words. Sorry, I didn't reply. If an apology was useful, what do we need the police for? The science comprehensive exam started the next day. All invigilators were strangers. About an hour after the exam started, Liubo suddenly stood up from his seat. Teacher. I sat in my seat, watching coldly. I knew exactly what was going on. If we were still in the original exam room, if Chenbo was still standing on the podium, they would have messed with my desk while everyone panics by now. Too bad for their little scheme. I already ruined the whole plan before they started. I remembered what the future me had said. I deliberately glanced at the last big question. C was indeed the correct answer, though I could have figured it out on my own. But getting a heads up never hurts anyway. How was the exam? Did you do well? Not bad. What did you pick for the last physics question? B, what about you? I picked C. No way, that's impossible. Oh, right, I heard Liubo is in the hospital. What happened? Looks like it's food poisoning. That sucks so bad. He didn't even finish the Chinese exam. I lifted my teacup and took a sip. My gaze was steady and calm. After all exams were finished, I handed that envelope to the police station. I've done everything I should do. The rest is up to the law. A huge major case blew up in the news. That boss who was dead set on getting his son to be the top Gaokao scorer was clearly on the arrest list. Right after that, the Gaokao results were officially released. We finally waited for this day. Son, you're so freaking awesome. Now we can finally get a good solid sleep. I smiled and took their congratulations. But my mind was on someone else across the ocean. I got admitted to Huaqing University. Really? That's amazing. Wait for me for 4 years. I'll come find you. I'll wait for you. I was packing my luggage in my room. My phone vibrated once. Chu Muyun, congratulations on getting into Huaqing. I'm repeating my final high school year. I'll try again next year. Though you'll probably never forgive me in this life, I still want to say I'm sorry. And thank you too. Good luck to you. Then I deleted his contact information. After that, I headed off to Huaqing University. The sky at 18 is endlessly high. My life had just barely started. College life was busier than I expected. The academic pressure at Huaqing is really no joke, but I enjoyed it a lot. How was your day today? Not bad. What about you? Not bad. I miss you. I have good news to tell you. I'm going to the US. Really? You're coming over here? For real, next September. Marry me. I do. Your judgment back then was right. The timing is perfect. And the person is perfect too. You two are our pride. I finally chose an artificial intelligence company when I was 30 years old. The company went public with a bell-ringing ceremony. As an early employee of the company, the equity I held was exchanged for a pretty considerable sum of income. 2 years later, our daughter was born. We finally don't have to live apart anymore. What are you thinking about? I'm thinking how lucky we are. Yeah, we really are super lucky. 7 years later, as the founder, I sat at the financing signing ceremony. Among the investor representatives, a familiar face popped into my sight. Liubo. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been ages. After I achieved all my success, looking at my smart and cute daughter, occasionally I think back to that night that completely changed the course of my life. If one day she also stands at a crossroads of her life, I will tell her, pick the path you think is right, then walk down it without looking back. Don't let anyone else turn the steering wheel for you, because you only live once. There's no reverse gear. One day our family received an unsigned letter. I opened it up and looked. It was written by Liubo, Chumuyun. It's been 22 years. I finally worked up the courage to write this letter to you. I'm not here to beg for your forgiveness. It's just that some words have weighed on my heart for too long. I want to say them out loud. The year we took the Gaokao, I almost ruined you. And I almost ruined myself too. All these years I keep thinking, if I had chosen brotherhood back then, instead of that dirty money, what would life be like now? Maybe we'd still be best friends. Maybe I could have gotten into a decent university too. Maybe these past decades would be totally different. But there are no maybes. I took the wrong path myself. I should be the one to bear all the consequences. All these years I've worked my ass off. I'm not trying to atone for any sins. I just want to prove something to myself. Prove that I, Liubo, am not a loser. The money I invested in your company, it's not about benefits at all. I just want to do my part for education. If we'd had even slightly better educational resources back then, my dad might not have been forced into that terrible situation. Chumuyan, thanks for not writing me off completely back then. And thanks for being my guiding light all these years. An old friend. I stayed silent for a long time after reading the letter. I thought for a moment, picked up my phone and texted Liubo back. It was only 2 words. But I knew the grudge that had lasted over 30 years was finally resolved. Happy birthday, Dad. Thanks, sweetie. Dad, what was your dream when you were little? To get into a good university, I guess. Did you make it come true? Yes, I did. Then my dream is to get into Huaqing too. Just like you, Dad. Great. Dad believes in you. You'll definitely make it. Time flies so fast. In the blink of an eye, my daughter is already in senior year of high school. Her grades have always been pretty steady. She ranks near the top of her grade. But 1 month before the Gaokao, she came to me suddenly. Dad, I'm nervous. What's wrong? What if I mess up the exam? What if I don't get the score? You expect... Honey, do you know what happened to me? When I took the Gaokao, I told her the whole story, from start to finish for the first time. Of course, I left out the time travel part. Let me tell you something, honey. What is it? The secret to winning in the end isn't that you are not scared at all. It's that even when you are scared, you still keep moving forward. Stop worrying about her for no reason. She's our own daughter. I'm not worrying. I just suddenly feel time has passed way too fast. Yeah, over 20 years have passed in the blink of an eye. Have you ever regretted it? Regretted what? Being with me? The thing I never regret most in my life is running to you and saying all those things that night. Mom and Dad, I think I did pretty well on the exam. Yeah. The really important things in one's life are usually not those big goals we always talk about, but the time we spend idly together with people around us. The Gaokao ended 3 days later. Scores came out a month later, 688. Top 20 in the whole city. It wasn't as high as my rank back then, but it's already a pretty impressive score. Dad, I'm sorry. I didn't beat your record. Silly kid, you've already surpassed your dad long ago, because you earned this score completely on your own. No one pulled any strings for you. Dad, that sounds weird. I laughed too. The thing that really matters is, I seized that opportunity back then and carved out my own path. Now, it's the next generation's turn to write their own stories. When I turned 50, I made a decision. I sold all my shares of the company and set up an education foundation. Why do you suddenly want to do this? Because I know one single opportunity can completely turn a person's whole life around. The foundation's first project is to build a library in my home county. On the opening day, I specifically sent an invitation to Liubo. He came with his wife and son. Thanks for still inviting me. Over 30 years ago, in the most important exam of my life, I almost messed up completely. It wasn't that I didn't work hard enough. It was that someone tried to take a shortcut. The reason I built this library today is to tell the kids one truth. Knowledge can change your fate, but if you take shortcuts or play dirty, you will only end up hurting yourself. The audience applauded for a long time. I saw Liubo's eyes were red. I've been doing okay these years, just okay. Chumuyun, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. About what happened during the Gaokao back then. How did you find out about it ahead of time? Intuition, just intuition. Yeah, my gut just told me. I had to be careful. Chumuyun, if there's an afterlife, I still want to be your brother? We don't need to wait for the afterlife. We are brothers right now. He froze for a second. Then he grabbed my hand tightly. With that handshake, the rift of over 30 years was finally crossed. Long time no see? Yeah, long time no see. Look like you're living a pretty good life. Thanks to you. No, it's not thanks to me. You made this choice yourself. I just gave you a little heads up. A heads up that changed my whole life. That's just how life works. One single decision, one unexpected turn, your whole path changes completely. So you're here again. What are you going to remind me of this time? Nah, I'm here to say goodbye this time. Goodbye. You don't need me anymore. You've lived such an amazing life. Every choice you made was the right one. Thank you. I'm the one who should be thanking you. 'Cause you're living such a great life now. The 18-year-old me didn't come here for nothing. Wait a second. If I could do it all over again, Would you choose not to tell me no? 'Cause seeing you happy is my greatest happiness. Turns out the best luck there isn't seeing the future ahead of time. It's having the guts to change your present. Why aren't you home yet? We're waiting for you to have late-night snacks. I walked out of the library. The sky was full of stars above my head. I'm 50 years old and I still look forward to tomorrow. 'Cause I know the best time is always right now.